and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. It is Keith Davis.
It's Keith.
What's up, Keith?
Oh, I'm all right. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Good to see you over there. He's somewhere else in Tennessee on a mountaintop at his farm. How far away from a cow are you right now?
10 feet.
10 feet, seriously.
No, there's one out there in the pasture looking at me though, here through the window.
If you had to touch a cow in 60 seconds, could you do it?
No.
Oh, yeah, because you're not a runner. Anyway, thanks for co-hosting. Lots of fun stuff tonight. We have too much news. There's too much stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the Mavic 3 Pro falling out of the sky and why it does that. We're going to talk about remote ID modules, and we're going to have Joanna Steidle on. She is a photographer, YouTuber, and drone pilot. We're going to talk to her in a little bit. She takes some great images. We'll try to get her a few more subscribers.
Joanna is an amazing photographer.
Yes,
amazing.
and she's up there in the Hamptons.
She is.
Yes,
up there in
fancy pants up there. Yes. So we'll talk to her here in a little bit. What else is new with you, Keith? Now you're an article writer. People may know your prose. Tell us about it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Some people actually do know, but I am a contributing writer with DroneBlog.com. Mm-hmm. I'm currently writing a whole series on remote ID because that's coming up and it's just what we want. So
well, it's not what we want, but it's going to be all part of it, at least until the FAA gets bored of it and can't enforce it, and then we all ignore it and then it goes away. That's my prediction, but we'll have to deal with it for at least a few months.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It really will, especially with the track record of the FAA and half-written regulations and so forth. So,
well, Part 107 pilots will have to follow it. I imagine not a lot of hobbyists will. But,
Ken, I recently found some information out. Actually, I did not know, or it was making me a liar out in the field. But property owners do own the airspace above their homes.
No, they don't. Come on.
Why, yes, they do. The FAA regulates that airspace, but it's only through easements.
What's an easement for those who don't know?
An easement is when you have a document that states that you have a right of passage or right of access to go over a property or through a property to reach a property behind it, say if you're landlocked or something like that. Uh-huh. It's a way of working around ownership is what it really is, But that's how the FAA regulates our airspace, and property owners do own the airspace above their home.
How far?
Just
how
as
high
well
up?
as the dirt below it.
Okay, well, yeah, they have mineral rights. You can't fly an underground drone on their property. I understand that. So what about how high up do they own?
Well, that's the curious thing. These rules were written long before drones, quadcopters, and this and that. The altitude for being able to enjoy your property and have an aircraft pass overhead is 500 feet.
Okay.
And then that's kind of where we got that whole 500 feet thing with manned aircraft. I didn't know that, but that's where that came from.
Where'd you get this information?
Well, believe it or not, this was actually decided in a 1948 Supreme Court case.
Oh, yes, that's not going to hold water. Whatever.
And there's been a series of other cases that have gone to court since then that kind of just backed that all up. And what that concerned was B-52s flying over a gentleman's farm right near an airport, and their cows and chickens were getting scared.
Yeah. I think, by the way, people are reading the sign behind you, Ken. Don't forget the tablet. Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. If you don't know what that means, go back a couple videos and you'll see something that happened right on the camera. I found it out as we were filming. It was horrible. But something that's not horrible is our biggest sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Cadillac of processed meat, Pigeon Jerky.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meat. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Pigeon Jerky, a fine sponsor since 1970. Yeah. Like I said, we got a lot of news to get to, so we should probably do that right away. Except there was something else I wanted to share very quickly, and I've got a ton of viewer videos today that we got to get to. So, I guess in an effort to keep this show from being 5 hours long, let's go ahead and get into the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Keith sucked. He thought that Ken EXE had crashed. Let's head into the drone news sphere with Jeff Sills. What's up, buddy?
That's 5 hours and 1 minute. Thanks to that intro.
Yeah.
All right. So first in the news, apparently, and I'm not sure if everybody knows this or not, but recently there was a new coronation of some person in England.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was.
Like a king, something or other.
King Charles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so Patrick Mahoney, the founder and director of Sky Magic, used 1,000 drones to take part in light shows in 3 different locations simultaneously: Windsor Castle, Cardiff Bay, and Eden Project. They had 3 separate pilots at 3 different locations, all doing these performances in sync at the same time.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it was a major undertaking on their part, and they only got a chance to rehearse it once out in some like abandoned field. So there was not multiple rehearsals for that. And when they rehearsed it, they didn't rehearse all 3 simultaneously. They rehearsed once.
Right. And then, these shows, they're pretty cheap, right? You can hire them for like a couple $100, right?
Oh yeah. No, it's
right.
just
so it wasn't a burden on the taxpayers of the United Kingdom or anything to have 3 of these shows simultaneously, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I think they already have that set aside for coronations. Don't they have like an interest rate applied to a savings account?
Keith, you want to?
It's TV text.
Keith,
all right.
Keith, turn your microphone down again, please. You're eating it. We're trying to teach Keith as we go. Yeah.
All right. So while we're teaching Keith, drone shows though don't exactly always go as smoothly as the one that they did in England. Recently in Boise, they were going to do a Star Wars Day show for the May 4th celebration. And the group, Skywork Drones, said, we're going to do the show no matter what. They're predicting some wins, but we're going to be out there and we're going to do it. And so everybody showed up, and it got up until about 10 p.m. And just before the show would have started, they sent out an email saying, we apologize, but we're canceling because the winds are too high and we can't safely do the drone show. So unlike fireworks shows, where they just kind of let those suckers off no matter what, drones do have a limitation. So this is a show that will actually have to be redone, and they'll do it later in the month. But that's one of the side effects.
And you know what? Fireworks in the wind is extra exciting because you don't know if your house is going to go up in flames, if one of those sparks is going to land on your house, the prevailing winds.
Right.
I mean, you just don't know. It's like you could go home to a pile of burning embers. That's the excitement of actual real fireworks.
Yes. You pay extra for that kind of fun.
Exciting.
Yes.
Fire.
All right. So this next one, I caught this one just off the edge. A guy who goes by the name of MacTac on social media was in the perfect place at the perfect time on May 2nd when he was at Mount Namant in the Alberni Valley, and his FPV drone caught an avalanche as it happened.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, all right. I'm a little suspicious. I think they probably set that off and timed it, because there's no way that just happened. There's no way.
Now, and that's the thing. I've looked up the information. I've read the articles that they had with him. This was not a planned event. He had taken off because he was going to take his FPV drone up between the trees there, not expecting there to be an avalanche when he got there.
Huh. Well, if that is true, then he's got to be pumping with adrenaline right now.
I'm inclined to believe it, because like Jeff, I saw this story and I checked it out, because it's amazing to have just been there at that moment in time.
Wow.
Yeah, and when he said that when he realized what was happening, he had the drone ready to take off, and he immediately just took off and went straight after it. So,
and isn't it funny how it looks like water? I mean, that's what happens in avalanche. It goes kind of fluid. That's why people get trapped, because then it stops and solidies. It's very dangerous.
It just keeps going. That's the thing. It's just, as he goes up the hill, it's still going.
Yeah, you're not retrieving your quad if you lose it. But these long distance quads, man, that's some good stuff right there. Wow.
Talk about a killer video.
Yeah.
I can see where Ken might think that, though. I mean, because it was such perfect timing for that guy, And we do go up on the mountains and set off explosives to cause avalanches. But no, I couldn't find anything saying that was the case here.
Yeah. What do I always say? Never stop recording?
Never.
You never know what's going to happen. Wow. And the sound design in here too is really great. What's the guy's name again who filmed this?
Matok is his social media name.
Okay. And clearly the Glacier Media Group got a hold of this.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It's mesmerizing, isn't it?
Yeah, look, all that power.
Whew. Oh my God.
I would like to know if that's the actual sound from the avalanche, or if that was just a recorded sound.
I can answer that right now. It's not. Yeah, it's sound effects, but well played sound effects.
Just keeps going and
going. It
going.
just keeps going. Wow, that is fantastic. That is good stuff.
Well, speaking of killer videos, the Nanticoke Police Department recently had a 6-hour standoff in an apartment building in East Church on Friday night. State troopers were there with Special Emergency Response Team, or the SWAT team, and through the hours of the standoff, they finally heard gunshots come from within the building. So the SWAT team, instead of bursting through the doors as you normally would, sent a drone inside. They found an opening in the building and sent the drone through, and they found the gentleman deceased from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
At about 1:10 today, the tactical situation that the sheriffs were working on with a barricaded suspect unfortunately came to an end with the discovery of the occupant being deceased. The Homicide Bureau for the LA County Sheriffs is en route and will be conducting an investigation.
Did you see eviction notice on his door?
Oh yeah, about a week ago there was an eviction notice on the door. It stayed on the door, but I had seen like other notices or like information on that they would post, just hang on the door for like days at a time. Yeah, there was a rent increase like a couple months ago that stayed there.
This is a very sad story, a very sad ending to a bunch of drama, but I do want to give a warning to the writers of headlines, okay? Because I saw this story, and the headline online was, and I thought, oh no, somebody finally got killed by a drone, because it said, barricaded gunman found deceased by drone. I thought a drone killed a dude, because that's what it implies, doesn't it? Unless
It sure sounds that way.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
said-
that's how I would read it.
right. Barricaded gunman found deceased by drone. So either they're trying to be clever and sell more
Yes.
clicks or
But
whatever. I don't
hey,
know. Yeah.
Oscar in the chat's pointing out that in Bolivia, they have no laws or restrictions on drone flight.
Where? Libya?
Bolivia in South America.
Oh, Bolivia. Oh,
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So it's just a free for all there?
It's the Wild West like it used to be.
It's like 2015 there?
Yeah, 2013.
Good time. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, I can see a whole bunch of FPV pilots just right now filing their flight plans to Bolivia.
Right, yeah. Put on your Kevlar and head there. Yeah.
All right. So if you are kind of ticked off the fact that DJI is getting kicked around by the government, and you really wish that there was an alternative to be able to purchase a drone in the United States, leading drone maker from Japan, ACSL, is going to be marketing their compact 4K video called Soten, video drone called Soten, S-O-T-E-N, to be available to buy in the U.S. later this year. Now, this is going to be probably a commercial level drone, but it does, I guess, it looks to me like a Mavic or a Mavic Pro.
It does.
You know,
yeah.
But this is one of the drones that has the NDAA certification. And so they're hoping to be able to kind of take, since DJI is kind of getting shoved out of the way, they're trying to be able to take some of that fire. So we might actually see Soten drones more prevalent here in the United States going forward.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds cool.
All right. So next we have, this one was really cool. Elthor, an EPFL spinoff. That's a big word. Developed a new drone whose wing shape can adapt to wind conditions.
Oh, yeah. This is pretty cool to see. Look at that thing.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Elthor is a power infrastructure monitoring and inspection spin-off from EPFL that uses drones. Our drone has the ability to fly hovering in low speed near infrastructure and thus acquire high quality data. But then it also can fly for really long ranges compared to standard drones on the market and thus go to the next and next inspection point.
Then it can adopt this stable vertical flight configuration. At the same time, it can continue to move the wings to either reject adverse wind currents or harvest wind energy and move with the flow and the air.
Wow. That is really neat.
That looks more like modern art than a drone.
Yeah, it was dancing there.
Yeah, when I saw it, I thought that was really cool. And of course, everybody that watches the news, whenever I find one of the weird drones, it's always
We love weird drones. And I want to thank all these people from other countries for speaking English for us. Isn't that nice of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to know, does that drone use those moving wings to walk upon the ground?
No, it
when it's,
doesn't.
you know,
No,
not
it
in
doesn't
flight?
walk. It doesn't flap. No. Yeah.
All right. So in the past, I brought to you guys stories about the fact that there is people out there that are playing soccer with drones. They have drone soccer leagues.
Yeah.
And recently, 8 Colorado students have been offered the ability to go to South Korea and represent the United States for the first time ever in the World Drone Soccer Championship.
Cool.
It's like the World Cup, but with drones. Now, 8 Colorado high schoolers will travel all the way to South Korea to represent the United States for the first time ever at the World Drone Soccer Championships.
3, 2, 1. Drone soccer is a little bit like Quidditch, if you've seen Harry Potter.
2 teams of 5 face off. Each one has a striker, a keeper, and 3 defenders.
Okay, so this is for primary striker.
The students attempt to fly through the other team's hoop and defend their own using drones.
Also, the drone itself is the actual ball.
We were one of the first 3 schools in the United States to kind of pilot this program.
I really didn't know how my life was going to end up, and now I can see sort of a path for me, so
Xavier Culp will soon go to college for aviation and aerospace engineering, while team captain Michaela Galler has now gotten her professional drones license and private pilot's license. She hopes to one day become an astronaut.
Drone soccer actually got me into flying gliders because it just gave me the spark of aviation, and that really lit a fire in my heart to start flying.
These high schoolers will head to South Korea this weekend and compete May 17th through 20th.
Isn't that great? You could see it happening right there where kids are like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Drones, that's cool. Aviation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love to see that. I really do.
Yeah.
And that was something I was hoping would take off, and it's really cool to see that it's gotten sort of a world flavor to it now. So, All right. Next in the news, we have a company called Valerius. It's a Singapore-based company that specializes in doing tethered drone systems. But they get to do something cool. Their new flagship product called V-Line Pro has a nifty new functionality. It will enable an M30 or a DJI drone to fly indefinitely from the ground power station, but to the flying in tandem with a moving vehicle.
So it's not a specialized tethered thing. You can turn anything into a tethered.
Yeah, it's specifically designed to work right now. This particular model enables M30s to fly indefinitely. They've I guess tailored the product in this particular demonstration with the M30. I would imagine it's going to get a chance to use different drones like the M30Ts, etc. But it has 100 meters of tethered cable, and will allow the drone to be used in various things. Officers that use this for like border patrol will be able to raise the drone up and see past tree lines, fences, be able to get situational awareness. You know, the drones have thermal cameras, allowing them to be able to use this as night surveillance. And because it's a tethered drone, there's no battery swaps. There's no reason to bring the drone back down. You can just drive along and keep using it. That's the beauty of this system.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the tether's providing all the power.
Hold on, I'm being told. Is this right? I'm being told it's a force multiplier as well. Force multiplier. All right, so New York City, Eyewitness News recently did got a demonstration of the FDNY's use of drones.
And these life-saving drones are critical in emergency situations. And look, we saw them in action during the Ann Street building collapse last month. Well, today, first responders from all over the country, right here in the city, learning how they can incorporate this technology into their everyday response. When firefighters couldn't go in, this drone went up, giving FDNY a bird's eye view of the scene of that deadly garage collapse on Ann Street last month.
And it was extremely useful and beneficial for providing information.
FDNY is here. Help is on the way. And today, FDNY giving us a closer look as they showed off their massive drone fleet during their Search and Rescue Field Medicine Symposium. The conference bringing in first responders from all over the country.
All of our technology is meant to give our members situational awareness, let them know what they're going into, let us assess the danger ahead of time.
As the largest fire department in the U.S., FDNY has more than 40 drones in its fleet, each with unique capabilities.
One of the things that we can do is aerial triage.
And this scenario demonstrates just that. The firefighter is role-playing a victim, the drone hovering above, and it's feeding back a thermal scan, relaying his body temperature, and can show first responders in real time the extent of injuries on the ground.
When we do triage, we're looking for a few things. We're looking to see that, are they alert? Are they bleeding? Is there any major bleeds? Things like that we can see from the drone unit.
But as much as today was about demonstrating their technology, the fire department says it's excited to debut new tools soon.
We are trying to do research on if this is something where we can bring blood and blood products to the scene of major disasters.
Yeah, that's really cool. And right now, Florida is going, hey, maybe we shouldn't have gotten rid of all of our DJI stuff. Maybe we shouldn't have.
Florida, and wasn't it Arizona? Jeff, maybe you know which other state decided they're going to try that.
Well, this was put out by the federal government, so a lot of states are starting to I guess, limit the use of these drones. I know that Florida was one of the first. Arizona, I believe, is also one of the second. And you'll see other states come along and do the same thing.
We joke
just slowly
around.
but surely.
We're joking around, but lives could be lost because of this. When somebody's trying to do a search and rescue with a parrot anafi.
Yep.
That camera's just not going to cut it.
No.
Nope.
It's just not going to do it.
All right. So next in the news, we have some video. This is out of Spain. We've had droughts here in the United States that were amazing. The lake near Las Vegas, almost dried up completely. But in April of this last year, they had the worst drought in 5 decades. And the reservoirs across Spain are now at the lowest levels they've ever been in their history. The Riab Reservoir showed actually having cracked ground and only about 5.69% of its actual capacity of water.
Wow, look at that. That's terrible.
Yeah.
But Lake Mead filled all the way up at least. So, they got the rain and the winter runoff. So,
hey, this reminds me of a really stupid joke. You want to hear it? Okay.
You mean like how air used to be free at gas stations? Now it's $1.50?
No, not like that. Not like that at all.
Inflation.
Yeah. No. So this is, where is this, Jeff? Where is this?
This is in Spain.
Spain. So after the drone pilot was done flying, people can say the Spanish flu.
Next in the news.
Okay.
No, wait. Before we go
sure.
back to next in the news, I want to address the news lady who didn't put a single pun into that drone feature.
Well, they're doing serious news.
Yeah, well.
Well, the local news, search and rescues are looking up. That was a little bit.
Sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit. Okay.
All right. So this next video comes out of Escambia County in Florida. The sheriff's office recently released a video showing Sunday night's deputy-involved shooting in that county, which left the suspect dead and a hostage rescued. But they had an amazing way of demonstrating to the public the situation.
This vehicle, this is our vehicle. This is the suspect's vehicle right here. This is our Bearcat. These are SWAT operators back here. It's obviously dark. We're obviously concerned. We cannot let him get away. He has felony warrants. He has a knife to her throat. And still, she fights. She struggles a bit. The Rook itself goes forward, stops it, tries to pull it up so he can't go anywhere. SWAT operator goes to the right-hand side. They're still in the car. They're still fighting and wrestling in the car. And again, he has a knife. He has a knife to her upper torso. He has a knife to her neck. The SWAT operator up here, you'll see in just a second, you'll see a muzzle flash from a single gunshot. There was a single gunshot right there.
Well, look.
And all of that taken by their overhead drone.
It's sad when people die or are neutralized, but that's what you get. That's what you get. I mean, don't put knives in
get the horns.
Weird thing is that was a DJI drone, though. Didn't you say that was Florida?
Yeah, that's Florida.
Yeah. Was that a DJI drone?
Oh yeah.
I guess we're not all. I guess we're not.
That was a DJI thermal cam there. I know that.
I guess we're not all complying then, are we?
Well, and since that was such a bummer of sort of a story, I figured we needed something light. I have absolutely no context to this whatsoever, other than the fact that this is the coolest thing I have seen done with a drone in years.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. That's drone footage. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that is cool.
I want to do that. I was gonna do that, but the weather didn't cooperate. Son of a gun.
We gotta get Ken on top of a hot air balloon so he can hand launch.
No, I'll be in the basket. I will be in the basket, my friend. No, there's no way.
You're not a basket type.
Yeah, look, you can see. Watch. You see the dude with the goggles? Look, he's in. That's me. That's what I want to do. Be in the basket. That's fantastic. That is great.
Wait a minute. What altitude were they at? Because that was clearly well above 400 feet.
Well, I think that was shot in Bolivia.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Everything's shot in Bolivia now.
Right. Like all these street racers Filmed in Mexico. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so there's a new drone on the market, and this one's called the Pterodynamics XP4 Transwing, and this is their cool video.
Oh, this is really cool. Tell us about it, Jeff.
That's the Pterodynamics XP4 Transwing.
What else? What else do you know about it?
This is essentially a heavy lift, long duration flight drone. Their design is unique in the sense that they have these wings that will fold out.
Oh, neat! It's
as part of the transition.
Right, it's a VTOL, and then it it's a transformer.
Always has lift. Yeah,
that is neat. And this thing, cool. you can't tell scale until here in a second, but it's big. Like you could fit
not a small drone.
You could fit 10 toddlers in that thing.
No, it's got 3 more motors than a Predator, so.
Yeah, you could probably stuff 10 or 11 toddlers in there. Where do you see how big it is? Hold on. Look at that. That's so neat.
It is an amazing, impressive design. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, I got to show everybody this. They get a kick out of it.
That is neat, but you know what? The more complicated something is, the more things can go wrong. That's what I think about with this, but still,
in comparison with the other drone with the flippy floppy wings,
look at that.
This is basic. Yeah.
Okay, I take it back. You could probably fit 2.5 toddlers in that. I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. The flippy floppy wing drone was really cool. You could just set them out at concerts and stuff and just let them hover there.
Yeah, but you can put a Hellfire missile on this thing. That other thing can't carry anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a first. The Turkish flight demonstration team recently, the Turkish Stars, did a presentation, and the lead plane was a drone.
Oh. So which one? The black one?
The very lead aircraft on the far right is a drone. Oh. Everybody else in the flight is taking their movements from the drone. This is the first time that a drone was ever used as part of a flight demonstration team, I think anywhere.
Is there a dude on the ground flying it?
Yes. Yeah, it has a pilot on the ground flying it. But
wow.
That's their world-renowned flight demonstration team doing a demonstration with a drone as the lead pilot. That's just amazing.
Yeah, but if I was them, I would stay far away from it as well. I'm like,
Didn't I see that movie about 10 years ago? It was called Stealth.
Wow.
Sorry.
There you go. Thanks a lot.
Obscure reference, man.
Did I kill your story? I didn't mean
Take
to.
the thunder out of that one.
Hey, you are here to be the speed bump of the news, Keith. You just keep on keeping up.
I actually like the U.S. design where they have a drone craft on the side, and it's mimicking the same maneuvers as the pilot, the manned craft, the jet.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're talking about the faithful wingman system.
Yeah, that's a cool system.
But thanks for talking. Thanks for talking turkey, Jeff.
So next we have an interesting combination, because I always want to bring you guys something from Ukraine, and this time I decided it wasn't going to be anything drone related in a sense of flying drones or bombing Russians or any of that mess. This is a very unique situation. The Ukrainian farmer has designed a remote controlled mine clearing tractor that he uses or drives remotely FPV.
Oh, yes, he's clearing mines with it.
Ми зайнялися цим чисто із-за того, що сроки сівби вже підійшли, а ми нічого не можемо робити, тому що ДСНС дуже зайнятий.
So in order to clear his crops, his fields, they created this mine-proof tractor, and then they're flying it. Look, they just put a bunch of railroad ties on it and stuff and reinforced it. And then dude is using a remote controller to drive it around his field and set off these mines. Isn't that great?
Yeah, no, I love it.
Обсяги великі, і саме, наприклад, полями зараз немає можливості займатися. Обсяги дуже великі. Наприклад, це поле, це не один рік треба вручну розміновувати, щоб дати гарантію, що тут нічого немає.
Yeah, I think I want to be far away from that, too.
Oh yeah, I think that beast would be perfect for I-40 traffic.
Yeah, if they were laying mines. Now, I've laid some mines on I-40. But I am polite. I roll the window down if there's anybody with me.
If there's anybody with you.
Back to you, Jeff, in the newsroom. Jeff? Jeff, you are muted, sir.
Well, of course I'm muted because I'm making all this noise in the background all the time. You know?
He's like...
No. The farting thing had me going. So,
okay,
anyway,
all right. Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
That was me.
Yeah. So DroneUp, the drone delivery company that Walmart uses, has announced a major push to make beyond visual line of sight drone flights safer. So they have teamed up with a company called Iris Automation, which is a developer of AI-based vision technology for crewed and uncrewed aircraft. And one of the things that they're doing is installing hardware nodes that act sort of like cellular type tower services in the airspace where the drones will operate, so that the contact with the drone, the ability to maintain visual line of sight, or not visual line of sight, but get a good feedback from the 360-degree field of detection the drone has.
Yeah.
They're using this system to sort of enhance.
You got to enhance it.
The visibility of the drone in the airspace.
Got to have visibility and enhancement. You got to have it.
Multiply it.
It's got to have it for when it doesn't happen. I mean, for when it happened, totally going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I actually work for DroneUp, and it's never going to happen.
Right? That's what I'm saying, right? It's not gonna.
And, I maybe fly 5 or 6 jobs for them in the entirety of a year.
Yeah.
And, I don't see it.
It won't happen. No, I'm sorry. But hey, good story, Jeff, though. Good story.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You bet.
So anybody that owns a Skydio drone will be interested to know that a new software update is coming available that is going to be one of the most significant updates yet. This particular update is going to provide several improvements that have made the subject of tracking and autonomous flight capabilities for cinematography very challenging with the drone.
Right.
And
is it going to keep it from looking like it's going to crash all the time? Is this firmware update going to make it look like it's being flown by a human being that's not going to crash? Because every time I see a Skydio flying itself, I can't look. I can't watch it.
When's the firmware update that's going to allow me to just fly the Skydio?
Well, you can do that now, but it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, it sucks.
It does suck. Yeah.
Well, there was a whole lot of information I could have shared with you guys as to what was actually in the update.
Yeah.
But we're just going to go ahead and skip right past that because
Let's do
apparently it sucks.
Well, I mean, there's an update. Great. Good for them.
Yeah.
I've had a Skydio 2 now for 5 years, Jeff.
It's going to improve the framing. It's going to improve the framing and subject tracking. It's going to provide a new smooth mode. It's going to provide automatic shuffle for drone tracking for the position. It's going to have auto crop during the clip creation.
Yeah.
And it's going to have more controlled inspection options for enterprise users.
Oh.
Okay, now that's interesting.
That's great. That's all
that's
good
interesting
stuff.
Because I have one for roof inspections, and right now it flies like a stuffed pig. So if they've done something to make that more streamlined, yeah, I'd be happy with that.
You should probably get that update.
All right. So this next story is something that I guess is sort of a hot topic, not for us, but for drone manufacturers here in the United States. When all of the legislation came out where they were talking about providing, certification for drones, one of the things that the government came through and said was that any drone that was going to be sold through the GSA or marketed through the GSA, which is the Government Services Administration, they're the ones that basically say this drone is okay to be purchased by such and such, government agencies. They said that they all had to be NDAA compliant. So all of the drone manufacturers in the U.S. got their drones NDAA compliant, and that goes through a very specific level of inspection, and they have to go through a lot of tests. The GSA procurement system, they have a lot of things they have to do to get that. So recently, the GSA has adopted a new criteria saying, no, we don't. Now, if you're not, NDAA is not important. You have to be Blue SUAS compliant now. And the drone industry, which has spent countless hours and money and investment in doing the NDAA compliance, are now petitioning Congress to remove the Blue SUAS requirement from the GSA, because without that, they're not compliant now. They can't offer their drones through the government, the GSA system.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically kind of a, you're screwed. And all because the GSA decided, we just think we'll do this other one. So needless to say, I'll be interested to follow along to see what happens with the U.S. government in this procurement, because this is all tied in with their procurement of foreign-made drones, right? The GSA is one of the ones that's pushing the fact that you don't buy foreign-made drones. Right. And if all these American companies now are getting screwed because they were compliant, but on a whim now they're not, it adds fuel to the fire.
This is very important information, but I do have to do a quick aside. I noticed in the chat that Jay Young has requested permission to fart before the RAS. This is unprecedented. We're going to have to take a vote. I vote yes. Keith, what do you say? Yes or no on the fart before?
I'll give an affirmative, because it's never good to hold in gas.
Okay, Jeff, what do you think? It has to be unanimous.
I'm doing the news. I don't care. Fart now, for Christ's sake. I don't care.
Oh, so we have, is that a yes from you?
Just fart. Get it over with so I can get on with the news.
You have permission to fart before the RAS, sir. But not in it. Not in it. Okay. Yes, Jeff. Yes.
All right. So we're not supposed to fly over crowds. We're not supposed to do anything that will remotely endanger people on the ground with drones. So naturally, of course, you would imagine that something like the World Wrestling Federation would never do anything even remotely dangerous with their drone.
Right.
Unless, of course, you're at SmackDown in Puerto Rico, and they did this.
Okay.
World-famous music and musicians where you enjoy every last ray of sun. For the first time ever, SmackDown has come to Puerto Rico. You're looking live at a sold-out Coliseum in Puerto Rico.
Wow. Wow. That is a lot of 12-year-olds. Good Lord, look at all those children.
That's the drone?
No. No. Wow, man. That's
they were doing that in Bolivia, of course. Yes.
Wait, Puerto Rico is
Puerto Rico, I thought.
Puerto Rico is
well, but they're flying over crowds, so it's Bolivia, right? Yeah.
Well, the FAA also governs Puerto Rico, does it not?
I would imagine
yes.
so.
Yeah.
Yes, that's part of the NAS.
Wow. I just can't believe how many 11 and 12-year-olds are in that audience. You see that? Because, I mean, there's no adults that like the WW whatever, right?
I was going to defend it because they had a path cleared, and I thought maybe Jeff was being, a little, but then they went out into the arena.
Yeah. When I saw the video, I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
So,
well,
next time that we do the news in 2 weeks, I'm going to bring to you guys another drone video taken from within a crowd at a basketball game. And the people got pissed off at that one. And that's for 2 weeks from now.
Now, Lambo Drives is pointing out a good point, though. They are under a roof.
Yeah. I mean, that if you're undercovered, it's covered, you're good. So it's actually fine. Unless the stadium was near the airport, then it's all good. No need to get up. No need to get upset there, Jeff.
Oh, no.
It's all right. Are you upset?
I would never get upset about.
Well, tell us about the basketball game.
No.
Did get upset though because.
But I want to make sure. I want to make sure.
2 weeks.
I want to make sure that Jeff is not upset. Are you good, Jeff? You're not upset? Are you all right? Okay.
Yeah, that's the same stoic look he always has.
By the way, you'll be able to get Sexy Newsman stickers, die-cut stickers at Minefield 4.0 coming up Saturday and Sunday, August 19th and 20th. Go to or you can go to heronaerophotography.com and check out all the information there. Minefield 4.0. We got Sean Geeksvana coming from all the way across in the UK. He's coming over here specifically for that. We got
that is cool.
all of your favorite people. If you went last year, please come this year.
I see a lot of people have already confirmed for Minefield 4.0. And Bob Casey's already got his shirt.
Yeah. The shirts are available. All the links at minefieldmeet.com. And I will be handing out Sexy Newsman die-cut stickers. I've got probably 400 of them. Everybody can get one. Jeff, your thoughts?
I don't think this is a way to attract people to Minefield.
Oh yeah, well we're gonna have a lot more ladies this year.
He tried to talk me into doing that.
Oh yeah. Well, we got Jeff, we got the bow sharp being sexy. You're next, Keith. But in the meantime, thank you very much for the news, Jeff. We love you.
You're most welcome.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, buddy.
Now get out.
All right. And now here is Keith. He knows the format. He knows it's jokey joke time. Let's hear it.
It's a joke time? Oh, man, I didn't come prepared. You know, I recently won against a chess champion.
Did you now?
Yeah, I managed to take him in 5 moves.
Yeah?
The karate I took as a kid really paid off.
Okay, that's an interesting fact. Now the joke.
Okay, didn't go over very well, huh? Here's one you'll like.
Okay.
You know, I spent a lot of time, money, and effort to child-proof my home.
Uh-huh.
They're still able to get in.
Small golf clap.
Oh, I got a golf clap.
Yeah, it was good. No, just a smattering, just a little bit, nothing more than that. All right. You're doing a great job as a co-host, Keith. I really appreciate it.
Hey, you know, what rock group has 4 men and don't sing?
No, we don't need any more. So I wanted to share a video. Oh, God, now what?
It's Mount Rushmore, everyone.
Okay, all right. Whew, man. There was a video that I wanted to share last week. It's very, very quick. I forgot to share this, so I just got to get it out. It's from me. I'm going to tell this guy he's got a nice wiener. I don't say that to all the guys, just him. so that was something I needed to share. Once again, our guest tonight is Joanna Steidle. She is going to be joining us here in mere moments. As she is up there having a mojito up there in Nantucket. Is that where she's from? Nantucket.
She's in the Hamptons.
Yeah, one of those rich people.
Really hard to get her away from what she's doing.
Rich people places. Yeah. So I had to talk to her people, and her people talk to my people, which is me. Let's go ahead and play this. I do have, and I don't know if this is going to be the final volume 10 of drone crashes coming up, probably next month. So you have time to send in your crashes. Send your crashes here, KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. Let me know your music source.
Now, wait a minute. You said that this is probably the last one, volume 10. So are guys just going to quit crashing?
That's the hope. That's the hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I'll keep doing them if people keep watching them, But here's one. This is from an appropriately named pilot, Blade Breaker FPV. What a great opportunity to fly around. What do you think he's going to hit?
I don't know. Motocrosses, there's so much.
He hit the actual bike.
Well, okay, I would not have guessed he'd run right in.
Right? Watch it. Look. He's like, oh, man.
But he managed to bring it back in.
Yeah, he did. He did. And nobody got hurt.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah. So once again, if you want to send in your crashes, I'm still accepting crashes here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. Let me know what your music source is, because if you use Larry Music or Ben Sound, they can change their mind. They're like, you know what? We're going to start charging, and then you're screwed. So use Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound. There's a link in the description for a free 30-day trial. Okay.
Now, did you actually mention Bend Over Sound?
Yeah. Now I didn't finish my spiel. Let me finish my spiel, Keith. Okay? Epidemic sound. Everything else is crap. You've seen the show before, right? Okay.
Once or twice, but it's been a really long time.
Yeah, it has. So
that Kelly Shore guys was still around.
We have a couple minutes. And I have to knock out some of these viewer videos. Couple minutes before we're going to call Joanna.
No, bring them on. Let's see them.
Yeah, I have so many viewer videos. This first one is about birdies. You like birdies? There are a couple birdies here. Hello, Ken. Hope all is well with you. Just thought I'd share this little video I made dancing with some birds. I've had my POS for 1 year, and this clip was one of, if not the most rewarding flights I've had to date. Thanks for watching, brother. Randy.
Mad Props is doing a great job of chasing that bird around.
Yeah. It's making me a little busy, but
we tried that. It's
cool.
Tougher than it looks.
It is. And I remember trying to follow a fixed wing, like foamy, RC planes. And that was like 3 years ago when I sucked at FPV. But I think I can do a lot better now.
Well, you still suck.
Yeah, I still suck. Yeah. I'll head out to an AMA field. I should just go to an AMA field one day, right? And just see how they greet me, because in my experience, when you bring a quad to an AMA field, especially a loud, fast one, FPV quad, they're not usually happy that you're there.
Well, the limited amount of space and you're buzzing right by them and everything else. Yeah, no, they're not too appreciative of any drone pilot.
Always talk with them first, and don't just launch.
But, currently you would have to be running your remote ID because there's not a single AMA FRIA that's been approved yet. They got 1,500 applications in just on the AMA alone, and not a single one's been approved yet. So.
You mean the government's running slowly?
Just a little bit, I guess. Or maybe they have no intention of ever getting
That's a head
FRIA.
scratcher, Keith. That's a head scratcher. All right, I got one more video here. This is one called Trees? Well, they're dicks. This is from Big Water UAV Solutions. Here's my entry for Crash Compilation number 10. Enjoy this. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, why? FPV is not a crime. Trees are dicks. Yes, they are.
How about it? I didn't even see what got him there.
You didn't?
Happened so fast. No, I didn't even see that branch reach out. He was doing good. Trees spins on a whole bit.
People think trees don't move, but they do. And they're fast.
That one apparently did, and it was quick about it.
They will get you. All right, I can sneak one more in. I can sneak one more in. No, not that one. Okay, here's one called Muddin'. Okay, this is from Timothy Hind. Thank you very much, Timothy, for sending this in. And he says, "Hey Ken, love your videos. This is my first try at following moving objects. This is a Mini 3 Pro, and looks like a lot of fun. And I'm gonna, if you don't mind, Timothy, I'm gonna give you a couple jokes. I was out cycling and someone told me that one of my mud flaps had fallen off. I said I'd carry on regardless. I used to be addicted to mud wrestling, but I've been clean for years now. Hey, what does a robot do when it gets mud on its shoe, Keith?
I don't know. What does it do?
It reboots. Come on. That's funny. I don't care who the hell you are. That's funny right there. That there.
Oh no. You only get a golf clap for that one.
Oh, a smattering? There we go.
Come on. You got another one. Let's hear it.
What? No, that's it.
Nah, you got another one.
No. I am spent. I have thrown the camera over my shoulder and I am spent. This looks like down home, good old Yahoo fun.
I gotta say, Tim, for being his first time following a vehicle and stuff, he chose a great place to do it at.
He did, because if your drone goes down, you ain't finding it in that muck. You ain't gonna find it.
Yeah, well, that was far more interesting than the typical, hey, I'm following my Nissan Rogue going down the road.
True. Yeah, challenge yourself. Fly just a little bit beyond your ability and your comfortableness. And that's how you learn. So let's go ahead and bring in Joanna Steidle. And while I do, please give us some jokes. And I will say, I see that people have super chatted. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Things have been a little lean here at Heron Enterprises, so any little bit helps. Seriously. I've got some things in the fire that I'm working on in Radio Land, and if those things go through, then you guys will benefit. All right. So I'm going to dial her up while people super chat, and you give us the best 2 jokes of the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
A guy goes to his doctor because he can see into the future.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor asks him, "How long have you suffered from that condition?"
Mm-hmm.
The guy tells him, "Since next Monday."
All right. That's one joke.
Okay. What do you call mac and cheese that gets all up in your face?
What do you call mac and cheese that gets all up in your face?
Too close for comfort food.
Wow. Snapple cap jokes.
Yeah, pretty much. No, actually, I went and bought some popsicles.
Did you?
Yeah, and I had to eat all those popsicles. I got freeze brain out of it.
Did you?
These are the things I do for you, Ken.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Stand by. There she is.
Hello, Joanna.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
How's that? Very well. How's the sound? Okay.
Sounds good. Thanks for that's. Look at your. The lighting is.
Oh, I have to. It's nighttime.
It is. Yeah. So you are. Where are you in the world?
I'm in Southampton, New York, East End of Long Island.
Okay.
Ken, you are speaking to an award-winning photographer.
I know.
think she knows how to do lighting.
Yes. No, that's what I was not implying. I mean, look at my lighting. I'm all washed out. Look at Keith. He's like, he's all.
Yeah, there's nothing improving this, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Thank you for taking time to talk with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I was absolutely thrilled. It's always creepy seeing myself on the screen, though.
There you are.
To hide.
There you are. Everyone look at her. Everyone look.
That's the funny thing Ken don't realize. As photographers and videographers, we don't generally get in front of the camera.
Right. You like to be on the other side of the camera. Yeah.
Yes.
So, but I gotta say, Joanne, that award-winning shot of the whale breaching the surface. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thanks, Keith.
Oh yeah.
It's nice to meet you too. Just by the way, I'm a big fan. Oh, the whale breaches. That video. That was a good one. That got about 14 million views on ABC alone.
Wow. How did you prompt the whale to jump up right under your drone?
I have a separate drone that drops bait.
Seriously? You're kidding, right?
Of course.
Okay, I can't tell. But really, tell us about the bait drone. That was fantastic. I want to see it again.
Yeah, like you said, you have to just record constantly. And we've had lots of whales. We had lots of whales last summer. It was the first time I really got into, and let me tell you, this is taken with a Mavic 3 Cine with no filter, because I'm out there for photography.
Right.
So I had no filter. This year I'm going for video because.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, you saw. I sold quite a few of the videos last year.
I can't wait to see what you come up with, Joanna.
Do you have filters? Do you have them?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I could give you some freewell filters if you need them.
Ooh, for what?
Anything?
Do you have them for the Mavic 3 Pro?
Yes, anything you want. Done.
Do you have a Mavic 3 Pro, Joanna?
I do have a Mavic 3 Pro.
Oh.
Has it fallen out of the sky lately?
I was fortunate to get one early.
Oh, good.
Oh, so what is that problem, Keith, that people are having with the...
Well, the Mavic 3 Pro just came out. It's a newly released drone. One of the things that we've become accustomed to as DJI pilots is that safety shutoff system built into those quads is always on default. It's off.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, there seems to be a number of Mavic 3 Pros that are shipping to people, and that feature is actually on. they're not aware of it. They're not double checking it. And a few guys have accidentally shut their motors off while flying around. So,
will DJI Care Refresh cover that?
well, that's a complicated one. For example, when these drones are crashing, because the Mavic 3 Pro, depending on which model you have, the SIN version,
hold on,
or the regular,
hold on
the
a second.
STD.
Hold on. I'm being told that we have an echo.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was afraid of this. Because Wirecast sucks, and I hate it.
Me?
It's not you. It is not you. It is Wire Suck. Wire Crash. I hate them so much. I almost want to not do this anymore because of that. But stand by. Stand by. This is live. Is it echoing right now? The sound is weird sounding. Okay.
Look, Mama Drone says nope. I got Joe saying echo. I'm seeing echoes. Looks like John's blaming me.
Hold on.
So,
hold on, if you will. Stand by. Okay, so no echo here, right? I gotta know. God, I hate Wirecast with such a passion. Left channel loudness. Good God. Only on the triple. All right, you got a minute, don't you? You got a minute to hang. Okay, we're going to go back to here if you can stand it.
Okay, Chris is saying I'm echoing.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Hello.
No, don't mess with them. Hold on. What happens if is it echoing now? Is it gone? You got to let me know in the chat.
Saying no.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Joanna, do you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks too much not to be heard.
That's true. You're right about that. Give me a 1, 2, 3 there, Keith.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right. Boop. What about there? How's that? Is that better?
They're not going to know unless you say no. It's not bad. They're getting the point.
I'm not echoing. Okay, I'm not echoing. Are they?
You're not echoing.
Keith, say something. You got to let me know in the chat. I can't hear it. You have to let me know. And this is the last show. I'm done with it. I'm not doing any more live streams. I'm done.
Okay, it's saying it's only me. So maybe just go on with Joanne and I'll be quiet.
Joanne, will you say something?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Worse. Great.
Okay, that's fine.
That's not your fault.
It's worse. That's me.
Does that help anything? Did it fix it? No.
Oh, they're screwing with us now.
Worse. Yikes, bigger echo.
Okay, now they're saying I'm just overpowering my microphone.
You are.
I'm trying not to.
No, it's not your fault.
Yeah, I don't know about my
way worse. Yes, she is. Okay. I don't know what to do now because I apologize, Joanna.
Oh, no worries.
Oh no, there's plenty of worries. I seriously want to just hang it up. Like, I worked for 2 days to do this stream, and I just want to quit because Wirecast, you just suck so much. All right. What about now? Is it fixed? You guys have to talk. You guys have to talk.
Oh, I have to talk. Not me. I think it's fixed. I mean, the chat's saying it's nope.
Well,
reboot.
Look,
I'm not
Drone
rebooting.
says welcome to hell. So
Both are echoing.
My girlfriend Jennifer in there. She'll give me the truth. Tell me, is it better now? Nobody's talking, so you have to go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I have to 1, 2, 3. Is Joanna echoing?
Now, Keith.
Okay, 1, 2.
All right, fixed and good. I apologize again.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of goods and yeses.
We're good.
All
We're
right.
fixed. All right.
So back to Joanna.
Yes, please.
Joanna, could you tell us a little bit about your process? Because from what I understand, you're one that really spends a lot of time in the field visiting the same place over and over again, waiting for the conditions you're looking to get.
Yes, I do. I mean, I live in a, it's a small area here. I mean, I guess, my local area. When I find a spot, what I usually do is anytime I'm someplace new, or I go up and I take a 360 video, and I always inspect it very closely when I get home, and I find these little gems that I didn't know were even there, and I could go to a spot 30 times, different times a year, and it always looks differently, but and I love the shadow play. I have a great time with shadow play. And so I study the direction of the sun and, specific time of year. I look into, of course, besides what everybody does. Everybody checks the weather. Everybody checks
by the way,
sunrise,
I
sunset.
love this shot right here.
It's cool, right?
That
That's
is
my
cool.
daughter-in-law.
Yeah, you put the tennis ball on the ground, looks like it's in their racket.
Oh, yeah, the tennis shot. Did you
Yeah.
happen to see the seagrass shot that she did?
I'm flipping
those
through
salt
here.
marshes.
I don't know how you managed to get all that color.
Do you?
Is that it?
I don't either.
No, this was a seagrass shot. Now, did you actually take that and crop that out of a larger image by chance?
It is extremely cropped.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a very small section of a very large photo, and that's how I started. I didn't really, I wasn't thinking about framing. I really didn't know anything about photography.
Well, you nailed the focus.
Yeah.
Nailed the focus.
Unfortunately, we don't have the picture that they're referring to, but we'll keep talking about it if you want. Let's go to Keith. Love you, man. Let's go to her YouTube page and try to get her some more.
I'm not very active on YouTube. I mainly use YouTube to show the news sources.
Oh.
That's where they purchase from my licensing agents.
Uh-huh.
That's where they go to view footage that they want to purchase to sell.
Oh, I see. All right, so don't subscribe to her. Forget what I said. Don't even bother going there.
It.
No, because Joanna says she's focusing on more videography this year.
We are.
Right?
We're going to kick some.
So you're going to get some more on that.
Okay,
YouTube
so
channel.
do subscribe then.
Better.
Okay, she's got
So I think
694
it's worth it.
subscribers. There
Yeah.
are a link in the description. If you want to,
give her a sub.
you just feel free to talk over me, Keith. That's fine. Everybody, go to the link in the description and subscribe to her YouTube channel, whether she likes it or not. We're gonna get her
I will love
some
it.
subscribers.
I do appreciate all of it. That's
You
for
bet.
sure.
I have to ask you a question. Is that all right, Keith? I'm going to ask her a question now.
No,
All right.
absolutely not.
Why do you think it is that there's not more women in the drone world?
I think there's a lot of women in the drone world. They're just not being recognized. And I can tell you this, just listening earlier, Sky Magic, co-founder, Hitomi, she's a co-founder, but you guys, you have a guest on and they mentioned the male co-founder. So I got to meet some of the most influential women in drones at the Global Awards in Vegas this January. There's Dr. Renee Walsh. She's a huge player in the U.S. drone soccer. And Volar was founded. The CEO is a woman.
Well, we need to even it out because I go in my YouTube analytics and it is just a dude fest in there.
Yeah.
But I have some more of your videos here. I want to, and you really should get more into the video stuff because you are good at it. Here's some, what are these? Clown nose rays? What kind of rays are these?
Oh, those are cow nose.
Cow nose. Okay.
Cow nose rays. Yeah, they come from Venezuela. I've never really seen them here in New York. And I went out flying one day and I saw one. I got all excited. And 2 days later, I saw 14. And then 3 days later, there was like 64. And it was just like these huge, and they're called a fever. When they're in a group like that. And it was really spectacular to see. And within a week, they were gone.
It looks like you could just walk out there on them, like stepping stones.
It's only about 100 to 200 feet offshore.
How big are they? It's hard to tell scale.
Those are probably 4 feet wide, at least 4 to 4 feet wide.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Well,
yes.
Now,
Keith.
here's something that Ken would probably really appreciate. You've recently gotten into FPV, haven't you?
Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fantastic.
So I did it. I got to do a golf course today.
Oh, cool.
What do you?
I tried to pull that Tom Brady. Didn't work out.
Oh, where you
but
follow the ball?
I tried.
Yeah. What are you flying?
I was flying the Avata.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not fast enough to follow a golf ball.
No, it's not. I was hoping to even just get like a light chip up. It's not fast enough to follow a golf ball.
Yeah. Are you now?
But
we figured that out right away.
Are you using the motion controller or the sticks? Oh, good.
No.
Good. Okay.
But I haven't gone manual with it.
Do you want
Once
to?
I go manual, then we'll do some sick stuff, I hope.
Yeah.
But, I do. I found that it's a real great compliment because, flying over the ocean all day, hovering and searching gets a little boring and tedious.
Right. Now you'll look at everything that you've filmed with your other drone a little bit differently. When you get now the Avata is fun, but do you plan on getting into true like acro with like a 5-inch quad and all that crazy stuff and building and everything? Are you going to do that?
It's on the list.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta learn the manual first.
Of course.
I had a hard time with it. I mean, when I first started flying, I flew like Hubsons, non-automated drones to learn how to fly. But when I tried to take the Avata manual, I was like, oh, this sucks. And anytime you're trying to learn something new and you realize, you're really horrible at it, it always makes it harder to practice. But the more you do it, the better you get, the happier you are.
That's true. And there's people in the chat right now, like FPV people saying, yay, she's one of us. That's good.
Oh, man, I tell you what. And I picked up the DJI FPV. I had a Tiny Hawk, Emax Tiny Hawk, and then I picked up the DJI FPV. And, I felt really nauseous the first couple of weeks, and I got over it, and I liked it, and I loved it. But I think where I am, there's definitely a market for indoor shots.
Oh, absolutely.
I did an art gallery. I did a department store. I've done a couple of real estates with the FPV, and this morning I got to fly. The golf course was so much fun.
Yeah, and
because it's and I'll use it mostly for content creation.
The Avata is great for property fly-throughs. I don't know if you noticed that. And do you use Gyroflow at all?
I have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that right away.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, off.
Yeah. It kind of fixes everything. Yes, Keith.
I actually like the Hypersmooth. I think it does a pretty good job.
On the Avata?
If you want to professionionalize it.
On the Avata?
The way to go.
No, you turn off on the Avata, turn the EIS off.
Yes.
Because then Gyroflow won't be able to. And you can crop and you can change so many parameters with Gyroflow to suit.
But the field of view has to be wide too.
Yes. Very much so.
Don't feel bad. I'm stuck in an Avata right now. It'll be a little while before I get that 5-inch that Ken's been wanting me to go to.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to do FPV, Keith?
Well, yeah, eventually, Ken, but it's a large buy-in, and I want to make sure I'm not crashing and buying new equipment right away.
All
so
right. Now,
I'll stick with the Avata and have fun with it for now.
Joanna, have you gone into any FPV simulators? Or are you just going in?
Velocidrone, I mean, that's not what you're talking about, though, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
yes. That's it. Yep.
So I did do Velocidrone for, about 20 hours before I started flying but no, I haven't. I really need to get back in there to practice the manual side. I found it very helpful. I found that the DJI FPV was much easier than the simulator.
Do you have anybody else in your area there that you fly with? Are you getting other people interested in drones and photography and things?
Sure. I have 3 women that I mentor here on Long Island. One right here locally with me. We got a lot of recreational pilots, and I have to say, I just heard that Suffolk County, New York, has over 1,100 certified pilots. Certified remote pilots, which
That's
is
great.
more than some states have. So it's kind of interesting. I'm like, where are they all?
Yeah.
I think a lot of them do real estate. I'm not that interested in real estate. But
your videos are fantastic. I'm going to play another one of your videos, and I think this is where you live in the springtime. So this is the Hamptons, right?
Oh yeah, this was just this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So we're trying to, I'm going out, trying to get a ton of new content because I travel companies around the world want the Hamptons footage.
Yeah.
So that's what I really learned a lot last year, and this is where I grew up.
Yeah, and you can sell stock footage to a lot of
Yes.
the companies. And how do you get into letting people know that you have stock footage and stuff like that? How do you let them know?
Honestly, how I first got into the whole getting noticed was on Twitter. I used to, when I first started flying, I would go out, I'd get the sunrise and, whether it's grasses blowing or anything to do with weather. And I would put it up on Twitter, and then I would tag meteorologists. And I started to get a whole following of meteorologists around the world, around the country. And, when Weather Channel and Weather Nation and the bigger syndicates, called, I said, I should probably be able to make money. And I dealt with a couple of agencies like Rumble and Storyville and all them. And I found one that I really liked and I could trust. And they put it out once they pick it. I direct them to the YouTube channel and then they pick it. And then I this past year it went a little crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I had a bunch of shark videos. I was on Fox and Friends in the morning, and it was pretty wild.
Now,
yeah, and you reached 65 million people that way, though.
Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, and it was all over the place, and I'm much happier that way because I'm getting paid, and it's going viral.
Right.
So,
I have to ask you. I have to ask you. Did you sell that whale footage to like Storyful or anything like that?
They have a non-exclusive license.
So the fact that I played it, this stream's going to be demonetized.
No, you're all right.
No,
it's non-exclusive.
Oh, non-exclusive.
No,
oh,
it's
okay.
a non-exclusive.
That's very important because there's a lot of vultures out there. Like I dealt with Storyful once, and I didn't find them to be very upfront.
I've had a couple of issues. I tried to straighten it out right away.
Okay.
And that they have put ownership locks on some of my stuff on Facebook, and fortunately they opened my emails. I guess they get a lot of emails, but I know the people there and I know who to talk to and say, this can't go on. And everything has to be non-exclusive because, if National Geographic ever calls, I need to be able to research.
That's right. That's right.
You want to be locked into a license.
Yeah, and you have to read every little thing. And if you have a lawyer, run their agreements by a lawyer because they'll say stuff like "in perpetuity" and stuff like that. Like forever and ever in all of the universe. I actually had an agreement that said forever and ever in all of the universe, forever and all time, or something like that. It was like I was like,
so
rip, nope.
You just got outside the galaxy.
Yeah, it included the galaxy, but the wording in it's like the contracts that you sign with these people do not benefit you. It's to protect the company. Absolutely.
Well, that much I do know. I've been with them a couple of years now, so they tried to put a lock on some of my work, and they're not going to, they knew. I had a long talk with them and I went over the contracts, and I feel comfortable, as long as they know it's non-exclusive,
right.
Then it's not, it's not. And that's why you don't see music in a lot of my stuff, because people, people who purchase it don't want the music. I have to say, ABC puts great music to my stuff. I like what they do with it.
You know what else? You know who else puts great music to your stuff? And I know that you use them. Epidemic Sound. Free trial links in the description. Yeah. They're great, aren't they?
I use Epidemic Sound. It's the only place I buy the music. It's
because if it's not Epidemic Sound, it's
crap.
No, well, I do have licensing for God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood.
Good. Nice. That's good.
So stay tuned and watch, Memorial Day, Veterans Day. We like to fly the National Cemetery, so.
I watched that footage earlier, actually. It was very, very special.
Well, Keith, it's gonna be an even better year with the better drones and better equipment, and actually the weird thing is when COVID hit and people couldn't get out and people couldn't go to the cemeteries to visit their loved ones, I got requests to literally do those flights down to the gravestone for families. I put in their pictures and flew around and up the course, and it was interesting.
Yeah. But what would you say to people just getting started? What's the best thing to do to market yourself, and what should you do as a photographer and a drone pilot?
Well, get a mentor.
Yeah. Find
people that are way better than you. And a lot of them are willing to help. Don't be afraid to pay for tutorials. I've taken lessons, I've taken courses, but join the community. Mm-hmm. There's a whole wealth. There's women and drones, there's women who drone. There's forums, there's places like right here. You're a good source for
thank you.
Information sometimes.
Sometimes. Except when Wirecast isn't cooperating, and then I'd lose my mind. Yeah. I lose my mind. I have one more video to share.
Are you taking on any interns or anything? Because Ken's not a good mentor.
I would say I'm not a good teacher. I might be a good teacher. I'm not a patient teacher.
You're funny.
Yeah. But
interns are on the list. Trust me.
Let me share one more video from you here. This is a lovely one. Did the shark have breakfast?
He did, yeah. And they're really fun to watch. So, sometimes these sharks are right here all the time. It's so, I shouldn't say all the time. They don't come until like July, and they're here through September. But, they're fun. They're fun to watch.
Sharks are fun.
All different types, hammerheads, everything.
You ever crash into the water?
No. I got rear-ended by a seagull.
Did you? Did his insurance cover it?
No, he did. No, he just flew off happy as anything. And I watched, it was a Mavic 2 Zoom. It wasn't that far from me. It was a lone seagull. I just watched it drop right into the bay.
Did you get it back? Is it just gone?
No, that was gone. I was not going out there again.
No, and you have to retrieve the corpse in order to get anything done from DJI.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like we need to extend the jerky line to Seagull.
Seagull.
And Seagull.
Well, it's fun. The seagulls know me now. I come down there and, they won't move. The drone, I could pull the drone right up to them and they won't move. They just know that there's a lady with a bag of bread behind the drone somewhere.
Yeah, I grew up in Ocean City, New Jersey, and they actually have a law now where you can't feed the seagulls because it's just encouraging them to be even more vicious. They'll take the pizza right off your plate.
Oh yeah, they have. Yep.
Oh yeah. They're bold.
Yeah, I don't eat tuna fish at the beach.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Well. Thank you very much for being on with us. I really do appreciate your time. And there are all of your links in the description. Let's see how many new subscribers you have as we go to your YouTube page right now. Let me go ahead and roll that. All right, 694. Let's see if we got her over.
Get up 700.
722. Wow.
All right.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Right.
All right, I better step it up.
Yeah, see the drone
You
community.
sure do, yeah, Joanna. You got to share more of that wonderful footage.
All right, will do. Thanks, guys, for having me.
All right, thank you very much. We'll see you later.
You keep up the great work out there.
Okay.
You're doing
I will.
amazing things.
Thank you, Keith.
All right. Bye-bye,
All right,
Joanna.
thanks, Ken. Bye.
All right. How about her? Huh? She was awesome.
Joanne is awesome. I mean, really, she is. You know, the winner of the Southern California Drone Film Festival.
Yeah.
In 22, been on Fox and Friends. She's got a slew of photography awards. Just a whole shelf of them. So
That is fantastic. Yep.
You know, as far as women in droning, boy, she's making a great representative.
Yeah, and she's getting into FPV, which will just open up more opportunities for her.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
Absolutely. Now, tell us a joke, Keith, and then we'll
Tell you a
get
joke.
to the
Well, my
viewer
wife
videos.
said I was immature.
Yeah?
You know what I told her?
What?
Get out of my fort.
That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
That one got me more than a golf clap. Wow, cool.
Yeah, no,
cool.
that was really good. So now I believe there's a little bit of a train happening, which is good because we need to hop on the super chat train right now. And I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all the Robs. Thank you so much for your generosity. Drone Rob, $20 says, "What is your favorite cereal?" And I can't say what I told him.
Well, yeah, you can. It's up in the chat. Go to the top of the chat. It's in the chat.
Did I say? It's not a dirty word.
No.
But there
no.
might be some kids asking their parents what it means.
Well,
I won't
you know,
say
I
it, but it rhymes with crunch, and you have it in the
if
afternoon.
they're reading the chat, they're probably asking more
Yeah,
questions about
yeah.
they're ended by a seagull.
I did click the box that said this video is not for children, so that's on you, kids and parents.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drone Rob. Jack Weiser, $20. Thank you very much, and say hi to your brother Bud. Wow, we got a lot of people that have been a member for a very long time. We got one new member tonight. One new member. Remember, you
Only
can
one
gift memberships.
10 every week.
Well, that's the goal anyway. You can gift memberships, and then like if you bought 10 memberships, YouTube will dole them out to deserving viewers, and then you have a free month, and if you want to continue, then you can. So when you gift a membership, that's not like for a year or whatever. It's just for 1 month. So if you want to be generous that way, it sure would help the channel. Let's see here.
What's the gifted membership? I think that's a month, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a month. That's all.
Yeah, it's a month.
Yeah, but if they want to continue because they're getting all the benefits. Now, we recorded a membership video before the stream, and we learned that you and Jeff both have the same debilitating handicap.
Well,
and
the only one considering it debilitating is Ken.
It is debilitating and hilarious. It is a condition that is both hilarious and sad at the same time. If you want to find out what it is, I will post that in the membership-only content tomorrow. Newfoundland Drones, thank you very much for, I think that's a Canadian $11, which is almost like real money. I'm teasing. Come on, I love you. Thank you, Newfoundland Drones. And we got Shelby Voles stopped by. Thank you, Shelby. He says, snappity snap, snapperoo, snap diddy. What's up, Ken? Jay Young with a 420. That's a weird amount. I mean, you can put any amount in, but that's 420. It's got some kind of meaning.
I have no idea what
me neither. I don't get it. Hi, sorry if I missed the train. No, the train. Everybody hop on right now. Yeah. Thank you, Jay Young. St. Kenny, $2. Glad you guys caught that avalanche footage. Yes, absolutely. That was really cool. And
that is so amazing.
Dynadrone. Thank you very much, Dynadrone. $5. Well, here I will help you out, Ken. Thank you. People are taking pity on me. I do this for a living, you know. This is my living. Believe it or not.
There's one I'm just waiting for you to get to.
What?
So.
Okay, well, no, I'm going in order. I'm getting them all. Let's see. Ken Torbeck. Ken, thank you very much. Ken, $5. People said I couldn't come up with a joke about crooked teeth. Well, brace yourselves. That's awesome.
That was good.
That is awesome. The Drone Dad, $10. Thank you, Drone Dad. Haven't seen you in a while. $10 from Drone Dad. And the people with the red heron bird, they've been a member over a year. And I thank you very much. Like that person up there. See that right there? Over a year.
That guy
The
right
drone
there.
dad.
I see
Yeah.
him.
And he says, here's to help fund Ken's anger management. Wirecast sets you up.
Yes!
It really does. Because no,
'Cause Ken
you
needs
guys
some
don't know.
anger management.
You guys don't know, but I spent most of the afternoon trying to figure out something. And it was just one little, it did an update. You don't care, but my face was much redder than this. I swear.
I can just say it wasn't me.
It wasn't him, but one of these days, they're going to find me dead in this stupid chair. I'm going to have a stroke. It's going to be the death of me. Anyway, thanks, Ken, for the $5. Yeah. Yes,
now that
Pete.
we went through all this Skype nonsense and that, I can just check on you visually now, periodically.
Well, you can't because Skype sucks. Skype sucks too. Skype's no better, but they have to work together. And I'm determined to not use StreamYard or whatever the hell the other people are doing. The drone dad, again, $10. Here's to help Ken. Oh, no, I did. Okay, that's okay. No, thank you. Thank you.
It was worth reading
I was
again.
like, ooh, another one. Oh, no. Thank you, drone dad. Not to diminish your contribution at all. Look, Mama Drone, $10. Thank you very much for being a member for over a year. John Scott, $20. It's been a while. Time to pay up. Love the show. Thank you. If you love the show and you're showing it monetarily, I love you back. If you love the show and you're just watching, you never comment, do anything, I love you as well. Just make sure you subscribe.
They love the show.
Just make sure.
There's no doubt about that.
At the very least, make sure you subscribe at least. Come on.
Show your love.
That's fine. You don't have to. You can just hang out. It doesn't matter.
Send Ken an angry email expressing to him that you love him.
No, you know what? I honestly do. Honest to the baby Jesus, I really do love doing this. When everything's firing on all cylinders and everything's working, I've prepared and it's going fine. It's the best. It's just the best. But then something happens. I'm like, what did I do? Anyway, let's see. Matt Bugby, aerial views, $10. Great show tonight, Ken. Thank you, Matt. You know, Matt, you're my favorite Bugby. You are, of all the Bugbies, Matt Bugby. You're my favorite. In the Woods has been a member for 18 months. 18 great months, he says. And Brad Alston, River City RVA, has been a member for 31 months, says, what's up with all you crazy kids out there? Howdy, y'all. John Taylor, $3. Thank you very much, John. I do appreciate that. New member, Wolves. Yes, new member, Free Lone Wolves. We have 2 of them now.
That's 2.
Welcome to the Heron Birds. We got Rodney Bell stopping by, the Drone Dad, Gary H. I hope I didn't skip anybody. Oh, Shutter Speed Ireland with a 5-pounder. Thank you, 5-pounder. I'll take that. Keep it up, guys, he says. Viewer videos coming right after this. This is the tote bag portion of the telethon. Right? If you become a supporter of NPR, we'll send you a tote bag and a real comfy t-shirt.
That's right. Tote bag.
The tote bag. I should get tote bags.
From Walmart.
Like, what is the tote bag?
It's not even a tote bag from PBS. It's just a random tote
right,
bag.
it's just a plastic bag with PBS stamped on it. One Stud Puppy. That's a great username. One Stud Puppy. Thank you very much for the $1.99. Drone Search and Rescues. Shout out to Jim Bowers. And Shutter Speed Island, 5-pounder. And Old Farts with Drones, $5. Thank you very much. He didn't say anything, but his username says it all, I think, right there. And Yellow Rose Drones. And Drone Wheels, $5. He says, hello, this is my new channel. I've had the Avata and Skydio for over a year and have not flown either due to fear of losing them. Please give advice. Well, you got to fly it. What I always say is trust the tech, right? Right,
Yeah,
Keith?
yeah.
You have to trust it.
You know, I'll knock the Skydio around a little bit, but when it comes to an autonomous aircraft and flying, it's an amazing piece of technology.
Yes, those drones that you have. Now, the Skydio, I don't know. Watching that thing
Just
fly.
avoid half-inch wires.
Yeah, just don't watch the Skydio. Just watch the footage from the Skydio. If you hear the motors running, then it's still in the air.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but the Avata, you can trust it. You have to risk it for the biscuit, man. You got to just do it. Lambo drives a Zambo FPV. Been a member for 8 months. Thank you very much. Yay, Ken.
Fire 4.
Leg work. Now, it's not Quinn Dynasty. How do you say his name? He says it every time. I think he told me Quinn once. It's not Quinn. It's Quin. Keen, how do you say it? Just spell it phonetically. Thank you very much. He sent a Canadian 1399. Thank you so much. Not Quinn. I forget how he said he says it. I think he sent me an email.
Covers it, man. You
Does
did
it? Did I cover it? I think he knows who I'm talking about. But thank you.
Yeah, I think that works.
He's the one that was rolling dirty in the video last week. Leg work.
Yes, he was.
Thank you very much for the 5-pounder leg work. You're very kind. Don't look at your subscriber sign behind you, or you'll be having another stroke tonight. Subscriber sign.
Yeah, that thing's been going weird all night.
Oh my goodness! Well, look at that. I've been robbed. Wait, hold on a second.
Well, that's what happens when you put me on the show.
Let's see if it. Yeah, I lost all my subscribers. What the hell?
You were at 190, almost 200, and now you're at what? 100?
Now it's just broken. We'll see what happens with it. Thanks, legwork. Thanks, Bill. Shane McQuillan, 14.99. Is that Australia? Thank you, Shane. Alexa, what time is it in Sydney?
In Sydney, it's 11:35 a.m.
Oh, okay, so it's already tomorrow. Uncle
cool.
Bill's
Who we
Toys
calling?
gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Uncle Bill's Toys. See, he's giving out toys for everybody. Now we have 7 new members. Man, I feel like a real YouTuber now.
That's a whole lot of 5 toys he gave out.
That is. Thank you very much. And coming in last but not least, my girlfriend, Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. What? $5.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why is Jennifer sending you money on the show, Ken?
Because she's my sugar mama. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was because you told her you were going to take her out for a milkshake.
Well, I do that all the time. Let me see if I get this damn thing fixed. And come on, Snake Eyes. Nothing. What the hell's going on? Now I'm checking my subscribers. Let me check my subscriber count here. Oh, no, we're good.
It's all over.
It's all good. No, that machine up there says that we're good. That machine up there says that machine is lying. That's so funny.
1 hour and a half of me live on TV on YouTube was enough to ruin Ken's whole channel.
How long was it doing that? That's the funniest thing ever. All right. Man, you know what? After all that stress with Wirecast and everything, I really need to just step into the Raz. If you don't mind, let's go ahead and just... Keith, you've never been on here when we've stepped into the Raz before, but let's just go ahead and dip a toe in here. There are no rules. No rules. There is one suggestion.
Always up for some Raz.
There's one suggestion. What is that suggestion, sir?
No flatulence while in the Raz.
Please do not fart while in the Raz, but do enjoy all of its healing powers. While you're in here, your team has won. The blind will see that Boyle is shrinking. Everything is good, wonderful, and nice here in the Raz Chamber. Enjoy. Ten toes? What the hell? I wouldn't have thought that you would do it 10 toes.
You would think after all this time people would learn.
I know 10 toes forever.
I know, right?
He's normally a good guy.
I thought he was a little more reserved than that.
I thought 10 toes had a pack of Beano, but apparently not.
Well, apparently all he had was the beans.
Now, I do have to mention again Minefield 4.0. I hope everyone's coming because Billy Tripp, who builds Minefield, it's a sculpture. It's not just a drone wonderland. No. But someone gave him a cell tower, and he's putting that together in time for August 19th and 20th. And he sent me a picture of how it's going recently. And look, he does this all by himself. He is raising a cell tower all by himself. This thing's going to be 120 feet high, and we can all fly around it and dive around. Yeah. What?
Now, that's what, 50 feet taller than the fire towers?
It's going to be
only 100 feet.
Yeah, it's going to be the tallest thing at Minefield.
Wow.
Yeah. And
it's 2 days this year too.
That's right. This is the first year that it's going to be 2 days. Please go to minefieldmeet.com and register. So, and not everybody will, because it's a free event. You don't have to have tickets. So I can't count tickets to find out how many people will be there. I only get an idea from you registering. So please do register. Now, you can bring everybody you want. You can bring grandma, the dog, your cousin, whoever you want to Minefield.
Well, now do I got to register since, I kind of already told you I'd be there?
No, I know you're going to be there.
Oh, I mean, you're not going to be there?
No, I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. Oh. That's what I said.
Yeah, we're both going to be there.
I have to be there. Yeah.
Well, you got to be there.
I got to be there. I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll see you there.
Yeah, see you there.
All right. Hey, lean in there a little bit, buddy. Will you just come?
Am I leaning the wrong way?
No. Lean towards the camera a little bit further in towards the camera, and just want to. Okay. All right. So this is from Jason. This is a pretty cool video. Have you ever seen a corkscrew bridge? Do you know what a corkscrew bridge is?
Yes.
You do? What is it?
Yes. Isn't that where they use the pillars are usually twisted so they can get different anchor points for the cabling?
No.
All right. Show me what it is then.
Okay, I'll show you. Here is a corkscrew bridge.
Okay, that's not what I thought.
Yeah, this is in Sargent, Texas. This is only one of 2 corkscrew bridges in the world. Isn't that cool?
They did all that just to go over that little bit of water, right?
Well, I've never seen one. I don't know why they would build that there, but...
That's a crazy design.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably because traffic doesn't have to slow down. Really. But, can you imagine riding a motorcycle on that? Leaning into the... That'd be so cool. Man, where is that? It's in Sargent, Texas. I got to head there.
Sargent, Texas.
Yeah, man, that is really cool.
Corkscrew bridge.
Yeah, that's a great bridge. Hey, you want to put a cable stay bridge? Nah, that's ugly. You want to use about twice as much material in the construction of this bridge? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a corkscrew bridge. Okay. Sure.
At 8 times the cost.
Right. I never even heard of one. This is from John Taylor. We called him Scout. He was one of our Route 66.
Hold on. In the Woods is telling me on the chat that they did that so ships can clear and get under the bridge.
It is very tall. Yeah. I guess another reason for doing it is because the approach to a bridge would have to be very long for a bridge that high. And so the approach is the same length, but it's in a smaller area. I'm sure there was some engineering reason for it, but it's cool that they did that. I'm sure there's some practical reason, but it looks cool.
No, the general consensus seems to be that they did that purposely so they get the bridge height up so ships can go underneath it without the use of a drawbridge or something like that.
Right.
That's neat.
It is neat. So what else is neat is this video from John Taylor. Now, tornadoes are horrible things and very destructive. And so John Taylor went and he got some of the aftermath here. We'll go ahead and get this started. This is the Little Rock tornado. This happened in Little Rock, Arkansas. He says, hope I can make it to Minefield 4.0. We'll be getting back from a trip to Utah just before then. And yes, the music ain't crap. It's from Epidemic Sound. P.S. Love your new girlfriend, John Taylor. Thank you. Now, there's a lot of looky-loos that happen to go through after tornadoes happen. I don't know exactly how I don't know if I would do that unless someone asked me or unless FEMA asked me to do that. And, of course, FEMA sends their own pilots out there. They're very often the first drone pilots to document it on the scene, FEMA agents. But I would just feel so bad if I went to, and I did actually, in Kentucky.
Yeah, you did great coverage there. You did.
Yeah. And just see the people out there afterwards, just their lives are torn up, and it's just sad to see.
I went to do it once myself, but the drone stayed in the car, and I ended up helping a family clear up debris out of their yard all day is what I did. And
that's good.
Once I got there, I just didn't have. The footage wasn't important anymore.
Yeah, you feel kind of selfish a little bit. So. That's the way I felt anyway. But thanks for sharing that, John. And now let's go to the Adirondacks, shall we? That's not a rhetorical question. I'm asking you.
Oh, it's not?
Oh,
well,
no.
Then let's get going.
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, let's go. Okay. This is from James Dean. I thought he was dead, but no, he's shooting drone footage out in the Adirondacks. He says, "Hello, Mr. Ken. Love the show. I've been a member and a Patreon for a while now. I really enjoy your content, and thank you for what you do for the community. This is a video of my favorite place to fly the Mini 2. Please share on Thursday night if you like." And I do like James Dean.
Yeah, that's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
Well, that's the type of place you go and spend a week or two.
Yeah. Just sitting on the porch, maybe doing a little whittling.
For James Dean being the age he would be at, he's flying really well.
Yeah. He did arrive there in his Porsche.
You had to go and mention the Porsche.
Yeah. Hey, youngsters, go ahead and Google it. Google James Dean Porsche and
James Dean Death Car.
Yeah. Did I play this one? Let me preview this one. Did I play this one? Oh no, I didn't. Oh yeah, this is another crash. This is from Roy Bear. Another example of how trees are dicks. Sweet moves, man. Uh-oh. Oh. Trees, such dicks.
I seen it reaching out that time, though.
Yeah. Again, if you want to send in a video, any video, not just a crash video or a crash, what do you want? You send it to me here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. That's not upload. It's just kenheronupload@gmail.com. I've been getting a lot of videos coming in. Thank you very much. We're doing this stream every 2 weeks, so plenty of stuff to share. Plenty of time to send in your stuff. Okay. All right. Do you want to see a search and rescue or go to Hamburg, Germany?
Oh, you had to pick two things I really would like. Yeah, let's go to Germany.
You want to go to Germany?
Germany.
You want to go to Bah Hamburg?
Bah Humbug.
All right. So this is from our buddy Sven. Sven. And there's a bunch of cities in here I can't pronounce.
Awesome.
And the footage was taken with a Mini 3 and a Pixel phone. Music's by Epidemic, of course. And he's actually in this one. Sven is in this one. In the beginning, yes. And he's speaking German. I don't speak German.
I've seen Sven ever.
I don't speak German, but I took the liberty of doing some subtitles. I think I'm pretty close.
Okay.
All right. So I did my best without Google Translate, and I just went ahead and I assume this is what he was talking about. So enjoy the subtitles, and my apologies in advance to Sven, because this is really some beautiful video. So enjoy.
Hallo ihr Lieben, ich hatte heute ein ganz großes Vergnügen. Ich durfte in Planten und Blumen fliegen, hatte eine Genehmigung mir geholt vom Bezirksamt Hamburg-Mitte. Und das Gute ist, mein Arbeitskollege und Kumpel René Zoschke, der kennt diesen Park in- und auswendig und er hat mir heute ein paar schöne Plätze gezeigt zum Fliegen und aber auch so zum Filmen mit dem Gimbal und der Handykamera. Ich wünsche euch jetzt ganz viel Spaß mit zauberhaften Eindrücken von einem wunderbaren Morgen hier in Planten und Blumen.
That was pretty close, right? I think it was pretty good.
I think you nailed it pretty good, but I really like the cool tower.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
That looks like some type of old hood ornament or something.
Yeah, that's just begging some FPV divage, that thing.
or circling it, going through them little layers
All
they
that.
had there. And
Yeah. So this is in Hamburg, and he got permission to fly this park, and it's called Planten and Blumen. Planten and Blumen. Flurgen and Bergen, he says.
I don't think that's German. It's Bergen. Now, it looks like that's somewhat like the Seattle Needle. Looks like you can go up to the top of it, and there might be a restaurant or something up there.
Yeah, I can't tell scale, but I think that's taller than the Needle. It looks so cool, though.
It does.
Oh, it's just screaming FPV ride right there. Thank you very much, Then. What's that?
Beautiful part.
Somebody wanted to see the subtitles again. Let me just go ahead and play the subtitle part one more time to make sure if there's any Germans out there. And my girlfriend was born in Germany, but she doesn't. I don't know if she speaks. But Jennifer, see if I got this
Hallo ihr Lieben, ich hatte heute ein ganz großes Vergnügen. Ich durfte in Planten und Blumen fliegen, hatte eine Genehmigung mir geholt vom Bezirksamt Hamburg-Mitte. Und das Gute ist, mein Arbeitskollege und Kumpel René Zoschke, der kennt diesen Park in- und auswendig und er hat mir heute ein paar schöne Plätze gezeigt zum Fliegen und aber auch so zum Filmen mit dem Gimbal und der Handykamera. Ich wünsche euch jetzt ganz viel Spaß mit zauberhaften Eindrücken von einem wunderbaren Morgen hier in Planten und Blumen.
Yeah, if fish bars, you get glow plugs or whatever he was saying.
Yeah, and I love Coleco, so
You gotta have that. Thank you, Sven. We're only poking fun.
Well, that was a great
at you.
visit to Hamburger Town.
It was. So now let's see the search and rescue video. This is from Brad Berry, and he's a very good person. He supports this channel very much, and I very much appreciate it. Joanna has become a new member. Yay, Joanna! Our guest became a member. How about that? Welcome to the Heron Birds. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go to her channel again and see if she's got even more subscribers. One more time, a reload. Let's find out.
She's at 722.
722, and I will reload. And 741. Wow. We are making it happen for her.
Wow.
She could get over 1,000 subscribers before this stream is done.
That would be so cool for her.
Yeah.
That would.
If everybody watching did that, wow. So Bradbury
She's definitely a talent to support.
Absolutely. She's someone to watch in our community for sure. So Bradbury says, hey, Ken, it's been a while since I've sent you anything. I hope you're doing well. We had a search for a hiker in distress in my state of New Mexico recently. And I'll go ahead and start playing this video here. The mission was unique. We had the last known ping from his cell phone, and they knew that he wasn't moving. Once ground teams got partway down the trail, we lost communications with them, so I connected a handheld crossband repeater to the bottom of the drone and flew it up to the first peak. And with the drone hovering about 400 feet above the peak, we were able to maintain excellent communications with ground teams all the way to the subject, so they did rescue him. It was lightly raining, but the DJI M3OT handled really well. Have a great day, Brad Berry. And that's a very good outcome there. Thank you for sending that in.
Yes, excellent. And boy, that guy really knows how to use his camera. That was a finely tuned image.
Yeah. Are you being facetious?
No, that was a very finely tuned thermal image.
Okay.
That guy had it nailed.
Yeah. And do you have, you don't have thermal anymore, do you?
No, I don't have thermal right now, but I'll get back into it at some point.
Are you going to get more thermal?
Well, yeah, I got to. So,
What are you looking at? What are you looking at for thermal?
Oh, I'm just going to get the Mavic 3T because that's all I really need. And it's got a good enough thermal for the inspections I do. The roofs. So, yeah, it's good enough.
Are you in the FBI, the female body inspectors?
Oh, absolutely.
Is that what kind of?
Got my card in my wallet. I even got a T-shirt.
Okay. And a hat. So Cliff, a.k.a. Droner Boner, which is just a great username, sent this in. This is his first narration. He says, my first narration. I hope you enjoy. And I encourage people to do more videos like this. If you're going to do historical videos, try to narrate. This turned out very well. Check it out.
Sometimes the most impressive sights are hidden away, out of sight and out of mind. When it comes to the highest bridge in the state of Tennessee, that's certainly true. You may have expected this feat of design to be one of the state's larger cities, but no. The New River Railroad Bridge is located in Helenwood, Tennessee. The bridge itself stretches 389 feet above the ground, and it helps knit the cities of Danville, Kentucky, and Oakdale, Tennessee together. The bridge itself was built as a way to bypass the Robbins Tunnel in 1963, and the bridge is still in operation today. Although it's eligible to be listed in the National Register of Historical Places, it is yet to be honored as such. At a length of 1,068 feet and is located 1,130 feet above sea level, the New River Railroad Bridge remains one of the most incredible structures in the state of Tennessee.
That's awesome. And I did film that bridge myself about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I've been there too.
Yeah. And now I want to go back and
Right?
do it. I want to go back and do it FPV. I want to wait for a train to come. I want to wait.
Go back to that bridge.
Yeah, I want to wait for a train to come, and I want to do a corkscrew loop around the train as it's going over the bridge. Is that legal?
Considering you'll never share that footage because you're going to crash and never get the drone.
No, man, I could do it. No, here comes the train. Right, I'm doing like just sideways loops around it, like I could do that. I could corkscrew loop that thing as it's going down there.
I actually shot a property about 2 miles away from that bridge, and I didn't even realize I was that close to it until I got home, processed the pictures, and sent them out. Oh, I was that close. I could have just went. Oh,
yeah. Well, how far away is that from you? What part of Tennessee is that in?
About 2.5 hours from me.
Which way? East?
Because it's closer over there to you.
Oh, is it? Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be going back there. Yeah.
It's not up here on the plateau, no.
Let's. I want to thank Colezilla. Thank you very much for the gift. They gifted 1 membership, so now we have a total of 9 new members. Man, oh man, I am going uptown. I'm going to buy my first Lamborghini.
One more to the coveted 10.
Yeah, and TJ Grady, thanks for the $4.99. Appreciate it. And he says, as always, and this is something that everyone should remember, if there's anything you take away from this show tonight, it should be, and thank you, TJ, for reminding us, that is pickles.
Pickles.
It's
pickles.
So succinct and meaningful at this time. So go forth and
pickles.
Yeah. So remote ID. What do you got there?
Remote ID.
You got a thingy thing. What do you got?
Oh, I got a new thingy thing.
Yeah. Keith, show us your thingy thing.
I have UAV Onyx's remote ID, RID ping, and they did a little something different. Everybody went with a black case. They went with a white one.
Well, now that's self-powered and everything. You just slap it on there, right?
This is a self-powered unit, self-broadcasting, very similar to the DroneTag beacon that we already have shown and discussed.
Yeah.
And this one has a 3-hour charge time. It runs around $199, so $299. Sorry.
Yeah.
This one is $299.
Now, before everyone loses their mind and starts calling the FAA names and everything, this is not for everyone. This is for Part 107 people that have the big matrices and they have to comply.
This one is oriented more towards the larger drone commercial flyer, the guys with the M300s, the M210s and so forth. This is so they can be compliant. As a commercial flyer, we're not going to get a choice. If you want to fly and make money like you do now, you're going to need to be compliant come September 16th, 2023.
Don't you think they'll push that back?
I think we may see it get pushed back to December like we did with the manufacturers because they're not ready yet.
No.
And right now we got a very difficult problem with the FAA. We have an interim director who was never really put into the seat, currently planning on leaving this summer. And then there's probably just another interim director for the FAA taking his place because right now there's nobody even being put forward.
There's no one steering the ship. And that's why I'm volunteering. I mean, I'm already the drone patrol, as you know. I'm the one and only.
Oh, you'd be a good option. I mean, better than the last nominee.
I am the one and only. I'm the only enforcement arm of the FAA. Self-imposed.
Well, that's kind of the issue with this remote ID thing is they're making law enforcement and other authorities now their enforcement branch.
Right.
Because Karens aren't going to call the FAA.
They're going to call their local. So let's play devil's advocate. Okay, I'll be the devil, you be the advocate. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
I'll try.
Once this remote ID kicks in, and it's the law of the land, whether it be in September, December, or 2027, when it happens, what happens if I have one of these units, the DroneTag or something, and it's on the drone? I forgot to turn it on. I tried to comply. I meant to. I have the thing. I just forgot to turn it on.
Well, is it broadcasting?
No.
Then you're not in compliance.
But I know what you're saying. But I meant to. And isn't it all about intent with the FAA? I meant to. I think they're going to give you a break because every time that someone's tried to get me in trouble for doing something in a video, by the way, you should never film your own evidence. Every time I've done something a little questionable or on the edge, which I do from time to time to just test the limits. But all in the up and up, some Karen calls and I have to deal with the FAA asking me questions. They never say, here's the fine. There's a fine. They're always like, don't do it again. Or, we know you meant not to do it.
Before we've changed our direction with the FAA, though, at that time we were still educating.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're more about securing and punishing. Mm-hmm. And we've seen this reflected in some of the few people who have received fines from the FAA. They're big fines. They're aircraft people.
Right, but these are big companies.
Fines.
What about individuals? Have they gone after?
Well, we all know one guy who got over $200,000 in fines.
Yeah, and he paid all of it.
So that's an individual, right? And what he had was so many infractions that they added up. We know what it costs to not be, to violate remote ID when it's to be compliant. It's a $2,500 fine each and every time you get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, grant you, the FAA will probably play along for a little while, maybe even a year or two, where, you had your module, it wasn't broadcasting properly, or you forgot to turn it on. You know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
Show us a picture of your module.
Right.
Oh, you do have one.
Yeah.
Of course, there's also the fact that the modules do need to be registered, Ken. There's a $5 fee. It's just like registering one of your drones and the module will be issued. And I find this to be completely hilarious. Its own FAA number, it'll have an FAA number of its own.
Yeah.
Which, now that's just a broadcast module. It's not even tied to my aircraft until I put that information in.
Even though, okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's what I don't like about all this is that it is deterring new people from coming in and becoming drone people. I think the growth of the drone community has slowed because people are like, yeah, that's cool, man. I want to get one of those. Wait, what? What I got to do? What? Oh, no, I'm out. Because they might be on the edge like, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll spend the $400 on a drone or whatever. And then like, what, another $5? And then what, the government's going to do what? And then there's Karens. And then I got to buy what?
For this one.
Yeah, right. So that's what I don't like about it.
This one.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. And what I think is going to happen, and I'll put this out there on the record. There's two things that I'm pretty sure about. One of them more sure than the other. I'm absolutely positive that we're not going to have drone delivery of tube socks. It's not going to happen. It's just not. It's just not. Like I say, there's going to be between hospitals, blood and test results and samples and even organs. Maybe there's going to be large fixed wing drones going from remote communities, delivering groceries and this and that. There's even going to be like maybe a little from one big office building to another office building across town, sending documents and this and that. But in rural Kentucky, Louisiana, Tennessee, anywhere, you're not going to, that Walmart is not going to send you your stuff via drone. It's just not going to happen until all of the lawyers die. Once the lawyers are all dead, if someone could...
Let's be honest, Ken, that's not going to happen in a metro area either. How are you going to deliver a package to an apartment building?
Well, that's true as well. But until someone can magically wiggle their nose and make all of the lawyers disappear, it's just not going to happen. And then the other thing that I'm pretty sure is going to happen, I'm probably 90% sure it's going to happen, is that this remote ID stuff will go into place, and it won't help anybody. It'll be mass confusion. It will not make the government the money it expected to. It'll be cost prohibitive for a lot of companies, and people will just not do it. And then, because there's no enforcement, it will fall by the wayside. It will last no longer than a year and a half, max.
Remember in 2015 we felt that way about drone registration, though?
Yeah, well, that's a lot easier. That is just website, bibbity boop, done.
And, I know me and you, we both really do disagree on this, but there is an actual need for something like remote ID, or more to the point, something like ADSB for drones. So the people who really need to know where a drone is at in the airspace can know where a drone is at in the airspace. But it has
to be a passive system.
I agree with that.
And
the idea that we're going to broadcast my location on the ground, well, that's why I'm going to be armed every time I go out and fly now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not going to, yeah. And I'll say this again. Years ago in the 80s, 70s even, when you wanted to talk on the CB radio, Google it, Gen X or Gen Z. When you wanted to talk on the CB Citizens Band radio,
yes,
you had to have a license. When I wanted to talk
and it was on a ham style license,
right? When I wanted to talk on a radio station, which I've done now for 39 years, you had to have a license from the FCC.
Yes.
Well, guess what? They did that for a while, and then they stopped. They're like, all right.
Yeah, because no CB operators bought
Nobody
into
did it
at all.
That's right. Nobody did it. The same exact thing's going to happen with remote ID.
The problem with it is in aviation, it really is true that regulation is written in blood. When it comes to manned aviation, that is absolutely true.
Yeah.
The regulations will sit there unchanged, even though you know they need to change, until something happens, like some airplane falling out of the sky, killing a lot of people. Then we'll change the rules. Unfortunately, I have a different view, Ken. I think we're going to see these drone regulations be taken out because of blood on the pavement from pilots getting attacked. I really do.
I hope not. But I think for the most part, drone and UAV fixed wing regulations are written in money.
Yes, currently.
That said, if you want to find out more about all of this stuff, then you go to remotepilot101.com. Jason Shappert, the 2-watch wearing, Smile visible for 3 statute miles having. Sexy god of an instructor. There he is. My goodness, look at that. Look at that man. My goodness. Ladies.
He is a handsome man.
Ladies, you want to watch somebody for hours and hours teaching you? Well, it's got to be a Jason Chapper type.
The only man on the planet with a smile that reaches out 3 statute miles.
That's right. That's right. And he knows his stuff. He's been a pilot for a while. I know he looks like he's 17, but he's actually a grown-up man person.
He's a very accomplished pilot.
He's a very accomplished pilot. You can go to m0a.com. That's his teaching empire and become an actual manned pilot. And you've already done that. If you're a Part 107 pilot, it's just a hop, skip, and jump over to Manned Pilotville. But if you want to make money legally in furtherance of a business, according to the FAA, then you'll need to get your Part 107 certification. And why not? Why not? Because knowledge is power, and you want to have that power when you're out there telling the police, no, I can't fly here. Where's my sectional chart? No, don't do that. But do go to remotepilot101.com. Use Heron18 to get a 30% discount, and then you'll be the smartest kid on the block. Right?
30% discount. That's just smart.
That is smart. Become smart. remotepilot101.com. Love you. Mean it. All right. And now, before we go, here is Keith with the funniest joke of the night.
Oh, man. I didn't save the funniest joke.
The funniest one. It's got to be the funniest one.
But, I was really angry at my friend Mark the other day for stealing my dictionary.
Yeah.
So I told him, mark my words. All right. Hey,
that's the best one, huh?
Since our friends at DroneTag are in Czech, how about one of those?
What?
I'm starting a new dating service in Prague. It's called Checkmate.
Oh my God!
No,
they're just. Are you making this? You wrote that one yourself?
No, this one's
okay. All right, I have one. Really that bad. Okay. Now, as a lot of you know, I do a morning show on the radio. All right, I'm going to be doing a morning show tomorrow, and tomorrow's joke. I'll give you a preview. Tomorrow's joke of the day. We do a joke of the day every day, and of course, Friday shows are fun to watch because after being up this late on a Thursday, I am rammy tired on the morning show. So if there's any moderators that want to put the streaming link up here, you can listen to our fabulous. Soon to be syndicated radio program up there. And tomorrow's joke of the day. All right. Keith, did you hear they're going to start making fake breasts out of trees?
What? No, I haven't heard that.
That would be weird, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Yeah. All right, with that, we will bid you a fine day.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Oh, thank you, everybody, for supporting this stream and the channel like you do. I can count on you guys, and I really do appreciate all of your support and help. Thank you very much to Joanna Steidle. Good luck with your future endeavors. You are an excellent ambassador for our hobby. Thank you very much, Jeff Sills, for letting us have fun during your newscast, as always. And Keith, very good job you did here. And I know that there's a little Wirecast bump. That wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. But you did great tonight.
We discussed that.
That's right. You did great tonight. So thank you very much. Keith, you think you'd want to do this again?
Man, it was fun. Thanks for having me on. It was a blast.
Just this one time? Yeah, I figured. All right.
That's what everybody else said in the chat.
That's it. Just the one time. Yeah. Right. Until next time.
I appreciate you trying to be kind.
Sure. Until next time,
and bye.
That's it.
The kill like a processed meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. A tail like a processed meat.
Yeah. That was so funny.
You'll enjoy Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron and Kelly, Jeff and Bo Shark too. There'll be fun and quizzes and Kelly's misses. The bird is the word in the news. It's the #1 live stream, it's got pizzazz. There's only one rule, don't fart in the rats. If you think it's funny, super chat some money, 'cause TNL is here for you. Yeah!